Hey guys, it's Cal here from FX Sabers, KR Sabers and Imperial Royal Arms forums. Here is my Rahm Kota saber. It's a hilt made by Roland Palota. He makes the hilts in Hungary. I got the empty hilt from him because he was selling some empty hilts, and the hilt arrived, and I had to make quite a few changes. So I jumped straight onto my machines and rebored out the emitter to allow for a bigger heatsink because the heatsink provided wasn't exactly what I wanted. Also reprofiled the back end of the pommel, rebored that, milled and drilled the sound holes and recharge port holes. Also machined down the neck sections, put some contact adhesive there as well to thicken them up a bit because they were wobbling quite a bit because everything's held with set screws, nothing's actually threaded on. And then he ships it with a latch-in switch, but I changed it to a momentary switch. So this is just an anti-vandal switch, which has been drilled and tapped with a red thumb screw put in there. It's got a hidden tactile switch under here, under the actual weathered cloth or whatever it is. And it's a battle damage saber. So usually most of the sabers that I make are clean. None of them have this sort of real life lightsaber damage, but this one is a battle damage one, so you can see some of the details here, some of the Dremel details there. So this was a pretty challenging saber for me, simply because there was so much space available in here. I just had to think of something different to do, so I decided to go with a battle damaged exposed crystal chamber. So I hand machined an entire crystal chamber out of aluminium and brass and used a genuine green fluorite crystal. So this is the battle damaged chamber here. If you can see, if I just move this cloth out of the way, I'll bring it up to the camera. So that's the chamber there. So it's not on at the moment because I haven't pulled the kill key, but you can see the chamber. So it's 2 aluminium discs that have been machined and they're retained under here. I burnt the leather to make it look like a lightsaber blade had hit, because we know that from the games, Rahm Kota had a pretty mad battle with Starkiller, or Gallimeric, some people call them. So it's got all brass tubes on the inside, brass wires like focusing on the crystal. So there's no wires exposed there, and this is the genuine green fluorite crystal. So all hand machined by me on my lathe using brass and aluminium, and all the wires pass through there. So you've got switch wires, LED wires, about sort of 8 wires passing through all the tubes, and then weathered the leather with the Dremel sanding barrel, etc. So it came out really well, so I'm really happy with that. So I'll just zoom out again here. So getting to the kill key is fairly simple. You just unscrew the cover tech. I will make a longer kill key for it. This is just the kill key I have now. It's got a Crystal Focus 6.1 sound card in there, twin 14500 battery, premium PUI speaker, so a bit of weathering on there as well. Pull that out.
This party's over.
And it's got the Shatterpoint sound font, and you just screw that back in there like this, like that, and that's the saber. So here's the crystal again flashing. So that's the crystal chamber. So like I said, genuine green fluorite crystal. I think it looks amazing. You know, when you have it on display, if you're just, you know, enjoying the saber the way it looks, you can't actually see the crystal. It's only when you turn it round and you're just like, battle damaged crystal right there. And the great thing about the Crystal Focus is that you can have various different LED modes. So for different sound banks that I've got, so for example, I've just got a SF blade plug in there for now. So if I turn it on, so it's really nice and loud. Hit an aux switch under here. Then the LED will pulse. So, like the heart of the saber. As you can see there, and then you press the hidden aux switch. It's really loud. I've got the volume turned down slightly because it is so loud. It's a premium speaker in there. And then you've got the... I'll do a blade demo in a sec, but I'll just run through some of the sound fonts. So that was Shatterpoint. This Crystal Focus 6.1 can have up to 6 sound fonts. So we just navigate through the menu with the aux switch.
Sound bank selection.
The Shatterpoint. That's the iSaber. Force Unleashed 2.
Does the weather ever get better here? Kill the freak! It's the clone! Blast that thing! Hulk, it's the clone!
Nice. From there. Change once again.
Sound bank selection.
Shoto, one of my favourite sound fonts. Just love the hum.
Sound bank selection.
I think this is Bespin. Bespin, another favourite font by Mad Cow.
Sound bank selection.
The Old Republic Crucible.
The Old Republic
The Old
Crucible.
Republic Crucible.
Sound bank selection.
The Old Republic Crucible.
Flourish, another favourite sound font by Mad Cow. I just love the sound.
Sound bank selection.
Shatterpoint.
Now we're back to Shatterpoint again, which is obviously a Mace Windu based font, but I love the sounds. So that's the demonstration of the sound fonts. I'll just show you how to get SD card access. So it's real simple. Just unscrew here again, and it's got 3D printed chassis parts as always with my builds. Just make sure you've got the kill key in there, and then you simply remove the speaker holder like that. Wires are all braided together, and the SD card access is just in there with some needle nose pliers, so really easy to get to with all my builds. So what I'll do now, I'll just remove the blade plug because it's got a retention screw here, so just an M4 retention screw, and I'll put a blade in it and show you a blade demo now. So just for a quick blade demo, so we've got the lightsaber here, broad daylight outside, sunshine on the saber, and with the green white LED, because green is wide in series, white flash on clash, with a 7.4 volt batteries, really bright blade. So let's check it out. So that's the saber there with broad daylight, flash on clash. Get different sounds.
This party's over.
What I'll do is I'll pull the blinds down so you can see what the blade is like, sort of in a darker environment. So I've just pulled the blinds down slightly, just so there's no direct sunlight on the blade. But you'll see now, really bright. Powering in. And there's the crystal going there as well, pulsing away. And it's really nice to actually hold. You know, you can still have your hand over it like that, and it still feels great. Let's get a close up of that chamber. Powering again. So yeah, that was just a little blade demo for you there. So yeah guys, thanks for taking the time to look at this. Really happy with how it turned out, and special thanks to Force Relics for helping me with the 3D parts as always. Don't know where I'd be if I didn't have their help. Can't use these 3D softwares to save my life. But thanks again to Roland as well for making a great base hilt for this build, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. and subscribe to the YouTube channel to get regular updates on any other sabres that I finish in the future. And yeah, see you next time.